With a mission to create a place where children play, discover, and connect to the world around them, how could you not want to take your kids to the Glazer Children's Museum this summer? Here to tell us about all their fun programs coming up is Jennifer Stansel, CEO of the Glazer Children's Museum. Good morning.
Great to be here, Carly. Congrats on this great new show.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for being on the show this morning, and I'm so excited as summer is fast approaching. I think maybe kids are finishing up the last couple days of summer. And as a mom of a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old at home, thank you for being in the community because we are looking for places to go.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you know this, but we just got named one of the top 11 museums to build, experiment, and blow stuff up. So we're planning on a great summer where we can do super things with your kids and help them continue their learning through the summer.
Well, and why is that important? Talk about this summer slide, you know, that kind of happens as kids get out of school. They think that it's just all fun and play and they can stop learning maybe.
So parents like me who have an elementary school child really have to take advantage of all of those summer opportunities, those out of school time learning opportunities, whether they might be a summer camp or a museum. So we fit that bill, right? We're the place where you, regardless of whether you have a 2-year-old or a 6-year-old, are the place where you can teach your kids making, help their reading, make sure their math doesn't slide back 2 months like it normally does.
I know,
in the
and
summer.
that is something that parents need to be concerned about.
Absolutely. And so parents we're encouraging them to play with a purpose, right? And that's what we can do. With our kids at Glazer Children's Museum, we are so energized by their learning, by their cognitive efforts over the summer, and we are excited to give them everything from, you know, imaginative play to more making to math to reading. It's going to be a full summer, especially a great concert and movie series that we have coming.
Well, I know, and talk about kind of how it's set up, and I know because maybe if you've been 2 years ago, there's new exhibits. Even if you've been before, you need to come back, and really there's a benefit if you can to become a member all year long because things are changing and happening.
Absolutely. So I think part of what we want our audience to get used to is that we're dynamic, right? So one day you might do a cooking show. Last weekend we made kites and we flew them outside in Curtis Hickson Park, right? So we're different every day. And so what happens is that as your child is starting to be on that learning trajectory, getting ready for kindergarten, getting ready for first, second grade, you want to bring them to the museum and you want to do so repeatedly, whether it's for that opportunity to experiment and do music, or it might be Maker Week or Superhero Week, or maybe it's celebrating aviation and Amelia Earhart's birthday.
Cool. Well, and talk about one of the exhibits that you have. I think it was on the 3rd floor maybe, that's very different from anything else that you can find anywhere.
Yes, we were so proud in April to debut the very first motion capture lab in a museum. So this lab puts a child into a room as if they're in an iPad. And so we can teach the first 100 words as much as we can teach Florida history or chemistry and physics. So we're really excited, especially working hard with the school district and other out-of-school programs to bring that new technology to kids and their learning.
And this weekend, by the way, is a great weekend to come out and check out the museum because there's a big movie night coming up.
Right. I mean, who doesn't love movies? So, you know, we're kicking off our summer Memorial Day weekend. We're going to have the great movie, the great Pixar film, Cars, because we've just been celebrating Planes, Trains, and Automobiles Month. So we're ending on a bang with that. You can dress up in your pajamas, get some popcorn, and have a movie night with us.
Sold.
On
We're there.
Saturday.
I'm taking my family.
Great.
I love it. Well, and talk about what's really cool, especially as we are talking about summer, maybe a lot of families traveling. You guys have done this really cool thing where you're partnering with other places across the country.
Right.
Depending on where you may go, there's a place for you can take advantage of.
Exactly. So one of the things we wanted to do for our members this year is really enhance their ability to travel. And so we now have access for our members at a deluxe level where we can help them get into any museum in the country for free. So you're going to Atlanta, you're going to DC, you're going to New York, Chicago, Denver. You want to go to a museum because you want your child to learn. So we're your local place to do that. But we've given our members new access, actually more than doubled their access to museums around the nation so they can continue that learning with their children on vacation.
Yes, Yes. You know what I love too, this term museum, as we kind of wrap up. Museum, I think, sometimes has the stigma of being boring, and these are not your everyday museums that we grew up with years ago. These are fun, interactive. This is where kids need to be spending their time.
Absolutely. Hands-on, minds-on, playing with a purpose. We're having a great time, and we're building our young minds as we do it.
I love it. Hands-on and minds-on. I love it. Well, if someone's watching this morning as we wrap up, what's the best thing to do? Just show up at the museum and get your tickets there? Go online first? What would you have them do?
Absolutely. If you want to find out what we're doing, because it's different every day, glazermuseum.org, or grab our QR code and you can see exactly what we're doing today, or call into our front desk.
Again, summer is the place to take the kids to the Glazer Children's Museum. Summer is the time. Thank you so much. We look forward to having you back, seeing what else is coming your way.
Thanks so much.
All right. Well, the Children's Museum is located in downtown Tampa, and for more information on summer programs and special events, go to their website at glazermuseum.org.